Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Jason Sally and Alan Kay's behind the camera.
What's up?
And today what we want to do is plan our exit strategy. So in this scenario, if you remember from the first two videos, we've spent the night in the abandoned chicken house. We've made ourselves a shelter, and now we've got to plan our evacuation out of here, taking any resources that we may have stumbled across from the chicken house. Took my cigarettes for the last time. He's gonna get what's coming. You just wait till I see him on the yard. Last time. Take a man's honey bun. All right, so we've made our shank here. Well, I guess it's not really a shank. It's more of a chopper of sorts, but it's got a nice saw blade on the back and could be a very useful tool for whatever, just simple camp chores, processing firewood to make a fire, cut some roots out if I need to dig some sort of hole. I mean, who knows what you could do this for, but primarily what I would make something like this for is a self-defense option. Let's say I wasn't carrying a concealed carry, or let's say even I was. This might be easier, more convenient to get to and much quieter, less noticeable. So what I would want to do after I've sharpened this baby up to a serviceable edge is I want to put a decent handle on it, something that's not going to fall off like this wrap job I got going on here, and then I would want to make a sheath for it to protect it, or protect me from getting cut on it. There's some tape. Oh, Zip Systems, the flashing tape, that's perfect. That's literally the perfect thing for a shank handle. Nice dead spider. It's perfect. Oh yeah. That's gonna do. I would not want to get hit with that. You're gonna sit there with a straight face and tell me you've never made a prison shank? Not buying it. Perfect. All right. Let's see what we got. If I was to carry it here on my strap, and zombies should come, so my plan is to take some of this carpet with me. I mean, yes, I could fashion some sort of mattress out of natural materials, but why if I can just take it with me? So I'm gonna cut a torso size section out of this carpet. Perfect. I have everything that I think I need I've got water, I've got fire, I've got shelter, I'm gonna hopefully find some food, and I've got means of security that I'm taking along with me. But with that said, this is a jackpot of resources that I will not be able to come across most likely again without having to stake out another place and make sure it's unoccupied and go through that whole scenario again, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to make one more walk through, and if there's anything that I feel like I just, my instincts tell me I should bring along with me, I'm going to go ahead and snag it. And if I need to dump it along the way, I'll just dump it. I can't make tape. I mean, I can improvise all kinds of stuff. But having tape here, if my pack should get a hole in it, which it very well it's very likely that it's going to get a hole in it, and who knows how old this, what do you call this stuff, erosion control
Silt
cloth
fence.
is. Yeah, whatever this stuff is.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that. It's probably going to get a hole in it, snagging on a branch or something, and I can maybe patch it up with this really awesome tape. I don't think I need to bring all of that, so I'll bring a healthy amount of it. I could potentially take some of this cable here, this kind of braided wire. I mean, who knows what I could use this stuff for. But again, I can't make this. There's no possible way I could make something this strong out there in the woods. So maybe I'll just bring it along. And like I said, if I need to ditch it, I'll ditch it. I look very post-apocalyptic.
There's gold in them there mountains. I can smell it. Granddaddy said there's always a big vein right over yonder in that holler, and I'm going to find it. I'm rich. I'm rich. My ships come in. No more of this drinking out of the lake for me, boy. I'm going to have indoor plumbing.
So now that I'm on the go, keep in mind it's been 48 hours since I've had anything to eat. And if I've got a couple days walk ahead of me, it's going to be important for me to gather at least something to nourish my body along that way. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty miserable. 48 hours without eating already is unpleasant. But add strenuous hiking and things like that, it's going to get really unpleasant.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of foraging, look here, Sally. There we have
So these heart-shaped leaves here,
oxalis.
wood sorrel, and
Yes.
Alan informs me that it's also known as oxalis.
Very, very lemony.
This is one of my favorites, actually. Like, I actually really enjoy putting this on salads, for real.
Yeah, it's a good topper.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people say, oh, that's clover.
Yeah. This is one of the easiest ones, in my opinion, to identify. It's this vibrant green color, and it's got these heart-shaped leaves on it. Clover does not have heart-shaped leaves like that. This is really the only thing around here that I know of that has a leaf that looks like that. And it's pretty obvious as soon as you take a bite into it. That lemony flavor.
Not that we need it at the moment, but this plant here, Cranesbill geranium, is a hemostatic agent.
If I should cut myself with my shank.
Yeah, if you need to stop blood, it'd be a good thing to collect that along the way and dry the leaves out. Maybe keep them in a pouch, as your naturally acquired quick clot. Okay, so here we have blackberry coming out. We don't have the berries on it yet. It's too early in the year, but the leaves can be used for diarrhea. And when you're out here drinking different water, eating different foods, stomach upset is a thing. So this is what might fix that for you. And look against the building there, I see another treasure.
Cleaver?
Yeah.
A lot of it.
And look how
Look at all
many.
that.
Yeah, so this stuff, you can get tons of it. Also fight these briars.
Get off me! Get off me!
cleavers because they will cleave to your clothing. They got like a natural Velcro when there's not a 60-mile-an-hour wind. Very high in calcium. Chop them bad boys up, stick them in your canteen cup, make a soup.
My priority in this situation is to just go home, right? I'm not gonna want to necessarily shoot a deer, butcher the deer, and then process that out. Man, this wind is rough. Hopefully it's not too bad on camera. Another staple of the Alan Kay diet is a white pine growing right here next to the building. And these younger ones with the smooth bark on it before it gets chunky, it's easier to harvest the bark off.
Like a strip of bacon. Only difference is it don't taste like bacon. It tastes like Christmas. I'll share with you.
It really does taste like Christmas.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
We're eating.
Yeah.
I'm not cooking. I'm not making a fire. All these people talk about escaping and evading. You're not going to be out there roasting hog meat on a stick. You're going to be living on this garbage.
This is so much better in the springtime. Yeah. When the sap's flowing through it, you know?
Believe it or not, there's actually proteins in this.
Yeah.
You've got phosphorus. You got a lot of different B vitamins, sugar, starches. When you look at that cost-benefit analysis, this is the fastest food there is.
Mm-hmm. And also the slowest running.
Yeah. You don't have to club it in the head.
The needles themselves are great just to make some tea. Boil up some water in my stainless steel dog bowl that I've got, and then let this steep for a little while and drink up some tea and get some vitamins out of it. Here's another really awesome wild edible. Leaves of 3, shiny. You put that in your tea, man, you'd be living large. Really kidding, I promise. That's poison ivy. Don't eat that. Here's another edible. This is a thistle. I don't know exactly which species. Alan, do you?
I'm not 100% sure.
But it's an edible. I've eaten thistle before, never this kind.
So what I want to do for the viewers at home there, you see how prickly and definitely unfood-like that is. Like to the touch, it's spiny. But on the inside, when you scrape all that away, you get something that's very succulent. Almost like celery in a way. So I mean, there's stuff around. Preparation meets opportunity. You know, you've prepared yourself with the knowledge, and then when that time presents itself, here we are.
All right, guys. Well, we're starting to make our way out of here and going home in this scenario. I really appreciate you watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And we'll see you real soon.